that stuff. I've got a competition tomorrow. I could use a good luck snuggle.
I'd rather talk about our feelings.
Ever feel like Family Guy and The Simpsons are two sides of the same coin? Let's find out just how alike they can get.
I don't want to do that specific thing again.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm ready for round 2. Just gotta make sure the kids don't come in.
In this series, we compare two episodes from Family Guy and The Simpsons that explore similar themes, but with their own unique twists. In this video, we are going to look at episodes in which Marge and Lois both become buff from weightlifting. First, let's look at The Simpsons episode titled The Strong Arms of the Ma. The Simpson family attends a garage sale at Rainier Wolfcastle's mansion. Homer searches for something that might gain value over time and ends up buying Wolfcastle's old weightlifting set. He crams the equipment into the car like a game of Tetris, leaving no room for himself. So Wolfcastle straps Homer to his chest using an oversized baby harness from one of his action movies. On the way home, a terrible smell fills the car. Maggie needs a diaper change. Marge pulls into the Quickie Mart. Though Apu initially resists letting her use the restroom, the odor quickly changes his mind. As Marge exits the store with a fresh Maggie, she's approached by a shady man wearing a goofy cap. He pulls a gun and demands her belongings. Finding only diapers in her purse, he angrily rips off her pearl necklace and flees. The incident leaves Marge visibly shaken. She returns to the car in a daze and breaks down in tears in front of the kids. The next day, the family files a police report with Chief Wiggum, who gives them the usual lazy assurance. Meanwhile, Marge struggles to recover from the trauma, developing severe anxiety and avoiding the outside world. Homer tries to help by giving her pepper spray and defensive advice, but it only makes things worse. When Marge revisits the Quickie Mart and is startled by young Ralph Wiggum, she panics and sprays him by accident. Overcome with guilt and fear, she rushes home and isolates herself in the basement, the only place she feels safe. Downstairs, she begins sleeping, cooking, and living her days underground. Eventually, she notices the unused weight set and decides to give it a try. What begins as a way to pass time quickly turns into a transformation. Over a few weeks, Marge becomes fit, confident, and muscular. One morning, she instinctively steps outside to pick lemons and realizes her fear is gone. Reinvigorated, she takes up running and proudly explores Springfield again. But while out jogging, she runs into the same man who mugged her. This time, she refuses to be a victim. Fueled by months of pent-up fear and anger, she overpowers him and leaves him beaten until the police arrive. Homer watches in awe, joking that it's like being married to an action hero. Marge's adrenaline rush turns into obsession. While jogging by the beach, she runs into her old neighbor, Ruth Powers, who's now bulked up from intense training and, as she later admits, time in prison. Ruth suggests that Marge push her limits by using performance enhancers. Though hesitant at first, Marge gives in and begins taking steroids. As the weeks pass, Marge's physical transformation becomes extreme. Her body is bigger and more defined than ever, but it comes with a cost. Her mood becomes volatile, her patience disappears, and her warm personality fades. Even Homer, who once admired her strength, begins to feel distant. One night, Marge initiates intimacy with Homer, but when he tries to gently pull away, she becomes physically dominant, overwhelming him.
Rebuttal? Did you?
Let's do it.
Oh, I have an early date
I
tomorrow.
wasn't asking.